everybody, I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Tom Vasel.
Today we are taking a look at Leaf.
So when Leaf was on Kickstarter, the thing that attracted to me, the thing that I was like, ooh, I want to see it, was the fact that these leaves were built as pseudo-hexagons.
Right.
In fact, every leaf in this game is a hexagon. It's like a hidden hexagon with multiple points on it of the leaf. And so that was my whole basis. Also, Tim Eisner does some really nice stuff. He's done some nature games before. And so I was kind of looking forward to that. I knew nothing more about the game. In fact, you may know nothing about the game. So Joey's about to tell us how to play it.
Here's how to play. Okay, here's a quick overview of the game Leaf. Again, this is a quick overview to give you a kind of a feel of how the game plays. Not going to go into all the rules, but just to kind of give you an idea of how the game is played. First off, it's going to use all these leaves. Surprise, surprise. And it's fairly simple because you're pretty much just going to start placing your leaves and you're going to get different actions depending on where you make connections on these leaves here. So, first off, at the very end, the way it's going to end when you get to the end of the track over here. This is advanced throughout the game. And at the frost, you are going to take animals and you're going to place them below into your winter den down here. And those are going to score set collection style. So you're going to get set collection from these and you're going to get set collection from mushrooms that are placed on the leaves. And we'll go into how to do that in a moment. And you also are going to be able to go up this track here with your squirrel. Everybody here has a squirrel, and you're going to get actions as you go up through there. And the highest person at the end is going to get acorns. I think 6 acorns for the winner on that. So, all right. So first off, how do you play? You are going to have a deck of. You're going to have a hand of cards. We're playing with 2 players now, and on these you have leaves. Okay. So pretty much you are going to play You're going to choose a leaf card. So let's go with sweet gum. If I had another sweet gum to place down, for instance, if I had this, I could place this. So then I can also place a baby mushroom on that. Because those mushrooms, like I said, the adult ones are going to give me a bit of a set collection area thing at the end. So we're going to place a sweet gum, which is this right here. Take the top mushroom, the top leaf. And now we have to find out where we can place it to get the most connections. Let's see here. 2, I can go here. All right, so right here I can get 3 connections. I would be getting green, green, orange, orange. So I would get 2 orange and 2 green. I also, because I placed 2 here, I can place a baby mushroom. So this guy is going to be placed here. All right, so now I get my actions because I placed it down there. So I get 2 green and 2 orange actions. The nice thing is you have player aids here. They're going to tell you what all the actions are. So for the green, I get to draw a leaf card. So I'll be drawing 2 leaf cards and placing them into my hand. And then orange right here, I would gain 1 animal card. Now when I gain these animal cards here, I can gain from here or I can blind draw from the top. Now, I want it, again, it's set. You want to get sets of animals. So, for example, none of these really match. So what I could do is I'm going to grab one from here, take a look. Ooh, I got a squirrel. So I will now take this squirrel here and place it there. And then it's going to be refreshed at the end of my turn. So I've got these right here. All right, and that is mine. You're also going to go ahead and check different things. You're going to check for mushroom reactions. What mushroom reactions are is if someone placed here, like say later in the game, someone is going to place a leaf here. All right. In addition to getting theirs, I'm going to get a sun token because I have the largest mushroom on an adjacent leaf that's touching. So I would grab one of these sun tokens here and place it on my side. Now these aren't victory points in themselves, but you can advance this track here on your turn. So pretty much you would get a sun token for that. So that's how you get sun tokens. So you're going to check for different mushroom reactions, and then you're going to take all the leaf actions, and then you can advance the season. That's the other thing you can do. These sun tokens I mentioned before, if you have 3 of them, you will then be able to move this 1 step forward. I would be getting 6 acorns, which are right here. These are victory points at the end. Okay? And then it would be closer to a frost. And a frost is where I'm going to take whatever one type of animal and place them into my winter den. So I take all of that one type of animal and place them in. And again, those types of animals are going to score for sets at the end of the game. Now let's go through the actions real quick, what you can do now that you know the leaf placement thing. The fun thing is placing the leaf to try to get the most actions and the actions you want. Now, one thing to mention, if you don't have a leaf card, what you do play a leaf, what you can do is take one of these -3 tokens here and take 2 leaf cards and be able to play one. But you are getting negative points, so you try to keep track of your cards and make sure you have them. Let's go through these. Green, like I said, you draw a leaf card. Orange, you're going to gain an animal card, either here or a blind draw. Brown, you get to move up on this tree. So the tree, your squirrel is going to move up, and you get that action as you go up. So you've got the yellow, you've got the orange action, then you're going to get acorns as well, and you can also branch when you get to these certain points, and if someone's in front of you, you just go in front of them. So you keep going up that track, and you're going to get different actions through that. Again, highest person there is going to get 6 acorns at the end of the game. And the second highest squirrel is going to get 3. So, okay, so that's how you do all this, and then that is going to be the brown token. You move it up. Yellow, if you ever attach to one of these yellows, you're going to gain a sun token. And again, that's how you advance the track, by spending those. And the red, if you ever attach to a red, like for example, if later I were to place this here, there we go. If I got the red ones, I get to place a baby mushroom or grow a baby mushroom into an adult. So if I connect it here, I get these 2 reds. So I'm going to grow this to an adult, and then I'm going to place this here. Okay, so that is the red action. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to be placing leaves, and you're going to be getting actions, and you're going to get this larger and larger and try to get a puzzle of pushing those forward. Then at the end, you're going to score. After the frost, you have a frost, you have a frost, then you're going to hit winter, and then you have a final frost right here where you can move your final animals down. So we're doing that 3 times throughout the game, and then you're going to score. And scoring, like I said, is very simple. You're going to score for all the different sets of animals you have, and you're also going to score for the sets of mushrooms that you have. For example, if you have, and only adult mushrooms are going to score, not the babies. So if you have 1 adult, you're going to get an acorn, then 2, you're going to get 3 acorns, 3, then 8. So you're going to score for the adult mushrooms groups that you have out there. And then you're going to score for the tree. And that's it. So you add those to your acorns, and you see who wins. So pretty much in a nutshell, again, it's not all the rules, but that is how you play Leaf.
Leaf is kind of a small game.
It is, and light.
Yeah, it's really light. And I don't want to say this necessarily is a bad thing.
No.
But when I was first, when I went over the rules and I was like, ooh, I'm going to play this. Ooh, the strategy. Which leaf will I pick? Where will I put it? What points will I touch? What actions I'll get? Oh, I'm kind of just... I need to make sure that I get more things to play. I don't want to ever be caught not having enough of that. But also I run up the tree track, or I collect sets of animals, and, oh, that's the game. So there's not a ton in it. It's a very pretty game out there. But this is a game that you could play with people who don't play a ton of games.
Exactly. And it's one of those that placing those leaves is a bit rewarding, too, as far as like trying to get those connections on not only that, but the colors you want to get, too.
Sure.
And it's also fun when you see one and then the person right in front of you is like, oh, I didn't think you'd see that. And they get that just beautiful multi-connection, and you just get that cascade of actions. Now, speaking of that cascade of actions, one thing that I found a problem with, when you do get like 5 or 6 actions, keeping track of those. If you have 2 orange, 2 red, then a green, it's like, okay, have I done this yet? Have I done this yet?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That kind of got to where you can kind of forget.
This is my biggest disappointment with the game. And again, I want to be clear, I like the game. But moving up this tree, it's like, ooh, would you like to get points or would you like to get other actions? I'm like, but I took this action. And now you're just saying, take a different action. Oh, okay. So, and this is just, this is not exciting to move up this tree at all, I found. Even, I mean, you get to the top, you get more points, but not that many more. I found this to be an okay thing, and I love tracks, but the tree wasn't very exciting.
No, because you do the same actions you could have done before, which is like there's nothing really unique. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm doing that.
In one game, I was like, I will get to the top of the tree, and I didn't, and I was even trying to. But you're still doing other things, and at the end, I was like, did that really matter? But I don't know that matters. I think part of this is the visual aspect of seeing the leaves out in front of you. As you connect them together, you're like, That's right. I like autumn.
It's
it has that kind of feel to it.
It does look nice. Now, the orange and red are a bit close in color. I did notice, too, when you place them down. But that's fine.
Yeah, and also, you're going to run into people who you're going to be like, wait, I think these points touch. And you're like, they clearly don't.
Right.
That's a person problem because to me, it's pretty obvious where they go. But they were intent on making these leaves look realistic, which I think is great. And now I'm actually sitting around going, are all leaves in a hexagonal shape? And I never knew it?
Yeah, and that's... Now, the sunshine tokens are interesting, too, as far as moving the game along. At the top where you just get those sunshine tokens from your mushrooms. And then you kind of move that to the frost. And then, I like the set collection of the animals, too, but so many of these things feel kind of secondary to just, it's all about placement.
Yeah, the area, I guess area control or connectivity on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things about this game that are fine.
Right.
It's really weird. I'll tell you my rating. My rating is a 7. Okay. I enjoy this game. It is easy to play. I think the game will fall apart if you sit there and go, I'm going to try to be super strategic. I'm going to try to do area control here, and I'm going to move up the tree or whatever, or I'm going to try to collect all these cards that will never come out the rest of the game because just luck, whatever it might be. If you play this as a light, breezy thing, I think it works. I wonder if it's a game that I'll forget about in a couple years. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a beautiful deluxe version with wooden leaves, which is fantastic.
Really nice.
And we'll see. I'm curious. We're going to put it in Dice Tower Library and see where it ends up. But for now, I'm enjoying it, but I enjoy it on a very casual basis. It's kind of like, hey, this is the kind of game that we play to pass the time. Yes, I don't want to say there's no strategy to it. Yes, you're trying to connect things. You're trying to collect animals. But you can kind of just play, and you'll do fine.
Right. And that's where I was going to do a 6.5, but then I decided lately I'm going to go to a 7 because it is one I would recommend. But you do have to know it is the lighter side. For me, I almost look at it as a Takedo. It's very light.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
It's just fine. I mean, you've got the play area that shows you can do these actions. That's it. You just place. And it's almost relaxing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. And I think relaxing is not a bad thing.
No.
And also, there is something about connecting the leaves. That's a pretty neat idea.
It looks really pretty. You can get that picture afterwards. You're like, yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, I wonder maybe this would be a good one to get some extra tokens of the different colors. So when you connect the leaf, you're like, I get 3 reds, 2 oranges. Okay, now I spend these tokens.
That would be nice to keep track of that. So, anyway. All right, so that is Leaf.
You know what we don't have to do here in Florida? We don't have to rake the leaves anymore.
Ever.
We just have to pick them up one at a time and use a U-Haul to get rid of them.
The palm branches fall on our cars.
They're huge. Huge. All right, anyway, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Joy Evans.
We'll see you next time.
We'll leaf this right here.